What's up, guys? This is Nate with Action Figure Hub, and today we're taking a look at the WWE Ultimate Edition Colosseum Collection George the Animal Steele vs. Roddy Piper 2-pack. Taking a look at the box, it's got a lot of good art on it. This is a pretty expensive 2-pack. Of course, it's a Mattel Creations exclusive. Really good art there. You get George the Animal Steele absolutely obliterating a turnbuckle. Got this quote on the top. Of course, Roddy Piper said that himself. Now let's get into this, John. I really do like the attention to detail they put into this box. Get a whole arena type feel for the inside. You can almost use it as like a display piece itself. Like, you don't have to necessarily take these figures out of the package for them to display well. I like the more card back look, like vintage, compared to how the other Ultimates are in a box. Like the Usos 2-pack, those are just two Ultimates that come in normal Ultimate boxes, but these ones are done up a little differently. And then here's the two sitting next to each other outside of that packaging. Shows the other Colosseum collections that you can get on the back. As well, it has this card that you can kind of cut out of the card back. I don't know if that's actually intended for it to be done, but it's more paying homage to older figures. Let's bust George out, get a better look at the card. Then, so you could fold this out, hang it as a poster. If you felt so inclined. I really like that all of his accessories come in these little boxes. I think that's neat. I wish more Ultimates had something like that, because it's actually a really nice place to kind of store it all away if you're going to just display the figure. Here's the two freed from their plastic prisons. Both of these figures look great. Really like the paint detail, especially with this George the Animal Steele. He's got the hair painted all around this figure. One of George's defining features was his carpet that he had all over him. He was a very hairy individual. Of course, his green tongue. All of these poses are going to be displaying some of the other accessories that this figure comes with. Of course, he does come with a lot. I really found it neat that he came with this turnbuckle with stuffing in it, so he could do one of his signature things and eat the turnbuckle. I think that's great. I really like that the stuffing, you're able to take it out and kind of use it as its own accessory separate from the turnbuckle. And I really like the face sculpts that you get. I think they're nice and expressive. One of my complaints that I have is with my George the Animal Steele. His head is loose, so there's like no friction in the joint. It's just very wibbly wobbly. But you get really solid articulation on this figure with the shoulders moving up, good movement on the butterfly joint. Not as great as some other Ultimates, and I'm a little worried that the hair would rub off, like the paint. That's one of my worries, but maybe I'll touch base in a year in the comments, so look out for that if you're watching this a year on. Good articulation with this diaphragm joint. Sometimes the larger figures don't move so well, but this one has good articulation, able to rotate and go all the way around. Waist cut. And with the drop down hips, if you're not used to those, you got to be careful, because those always can break. But you're able to get great articulation out of the legs. Another small gripe that I have with this figure is that the knees are not pinless. The rest of the body is pinless, so at some angles when you bend the legs and you see that they are pinned, just kind of throws it off for me, but that's a pretty small gripe. Not everybody cares about stuff like that. Ankles were a little tight, but you do have articulation there as well. And I do love the toe joint. I do think it's kind of goofy.
At this point, I don't think anyone's disputing that it's the
Here
best
we've got the
made
Hot
back.
Rod, Roddy Piper. I really do like this figure as well. I think it's good. Comes with everything that I would want outside of maybe like a bagpipe. Gotta buy a different collector's edition. Comes with both sets of hands, so you're able to pose him. Cutting a promo from both sides of the camera. Of course, all of this cloth goods are removable as well, revealing just the blue underneath. I really do like these cloth goods. I do think they look really good. I guess I would say that I remember there being red trim around the sleeves and collar of the Rowdy Piper shirt, much like we have with this Animal Steel figure. But if they could do it for Animal Steel, I don't know why they didn't do it for Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper also has good articulation, pretty standard with the Ultimates. His neck is a lot more stiff compared to George, so it's able to hold its position. And you see, his butterfly joints are able to move a lot farther back, but maybe not so much forward. Arm articulation is very similar, if not the same. All of the sets of hands do have that wrist articulation.
Probably not. They're hoping to bring it
I would
back
say
to
that the diaphragm joints have gotten better on these Ultimates. I remember the first ones that were coming out, they were almost worse than the Elite's average. Of course, he has the drop-down hips as well, so you're able to get him doing the full splits. You got to be careful with those joints, not to force them and snap them. Knee pads don't restrict the movement of the knee too much. I like the RP on the boots. I think that came out nice. And I think this is a really solid 2-pack. Right now it is still on Mattel Creations for the MSRP, somewhere like 70, 80 bucks. And I'd say it's really solid if you like these two guys. I haven't gotten a George the Animal Steel figure, if I don't recall, for like 10 years before this one. Roddy Piper's gotten a few, but if you don't have them, I'd say this is probably a good 2-pack for you. I'm looking at the other Colosseum collection. I have the Hogan and Terry Funk one I got off eBay coming in. That one is not on Mattel Creations. Looking at the Jake the Snake and Rick Rude one, might pick that one up. Art Foundation, I'm not terribly interested in, but leave a comment, let me know if that's something you'd want me to take a look at. This 2-pack comes with everything that I would want for a George and Roddy Piper figure, outside of maybe a bagpipe. It will be a lot of fun, a lot of good poses. Great 2-pack. Thank you guys for watching. If you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Have a great day.